Is Laura Owens pregnant with twins? Is Clayton Eckert the father? I don't know. I really don't. I'm very skeptical of that. But I've fallen into this rabbit hole. I've done a few videos on it. I do now have a playlist called Who's Your Daddy? And I was just doing a stream on one of the appearances, and a lot of people were asking for this. Laura Owens sent me a goofy email threatening me. I read it, but I did it at the end of a stream, at the end of a long stream, and a lot of people can't find it. So I just cut that off from there. Also, there's a little bit from the last stream I did that I missed, so I added that on here too. You can also see a portion of her belly, and judge for yourself if that's convincing to you. Let's do it.
Mr. Weaver, you got to put a shirt on. Put a shirt on. Put a shirt on. Get some clothes on your body.
I'm sorry. I guess what I can give you, since there's some requests for it, I got contacted by, I can't remember her name, the woman who was in the Who's Your Daddy video. The woman claiming that the Bachelor contestant is the father of her babies. I won't put it up because then it'll put her email out there. But so you'll have to take my word for it. I'm going to read it. We're gonna have a dramatic reading of this. By the way, I get this nonsense all the time. Just so you guys know, I rarely share it, but I get this kind of nonsense all the time. You know, I'm incredibly used to this, but it's kind of fun. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we have here. Mr. Gravlin. This is her now. This is directly from her email. I am reaching out regarding tonight's live stream with Dave Neal. After my earlier request for the removal of Who's Your Daddy episode, I wasn't aware there was an earlier request, but I don't doubt it. This comes to me through my email, which I rarely check because I get too many of them every day. I was stunned to find this new content, which perpetuates defamation. No, it doesn't. I don't think those words mean what you think they mean. Harassment and is a severe breach of my privacy. No, it's not. During tonight's show, new content was aired that included unauthorized portions of my TED Talk. I got to get it. I got to get it. I really do. Sorry, I didn't have it ready, but this only calls for this. All right, let's find this here. Where is I at? Let me see. A version of TED Talk. Sharing edited or truncated versions of TED Talks is strictly prohibited as it undermines the integrity of the speaker's ideas. I didn't undermine the integrity of the speaker's ideas. She took care of that herself. In addition to my full name was shown. This blatantly breaches the TEDx usage policy. It was shown on your video, which is public. I didn't let the cat out of the bag, okay? Sweet Jesus. And the clip was utilized for the purpose of harassment. It was utilized for the purpose of context about your court appearance, okay? As proven by the humiliating comment you made after it played. I don't remember what comment I made, but it probably wasn't favorable. According to her, I'm required by law to only talk about sunshine and rainbows with respect to her because she's special. This is the level of entitlement we're talking about. Okay. I can't emphasize enough how terrified I am of Mr. Neal's relentless obsession and harassment towards me. Really. Recently, I discovered the extent of his fixation. as there was a map leading to my home that appeared on his Patreon. Screenshots documenting this are herein for your review. I didn't look at her attachments. Take it up with him if that's the case. I'm prepared to provide any necessary evidence to substantiate my claims, especially regarding my pregnancy with Clayton Eckert, as well as my 2 prior, should you require it. I don't require anything. I provided commentary on a court clip. If you would like to come on my channel and provide proof of your pregnancy, that's up to you. You are welcome to do so. I will have you on, and you can show us all your belly, and you can provide us with documentation. However, given your history of doctoring documentation, or at least allegedly doctoring documentation, as alleged in the hearing that you were in, I would take any documentation you provided me with a grain of salt. You would be much better served proving your case in court where it matters than to me. However, you're more than welcome to come on my show and give your side. And if you provide me documentation, I will show it. That does not mean I necessarily will agree with it. If this is why I seriously doubt your claims. It's so easy to prove. You may be pregnant and he may be the father of those children. That is a simple test. That is a simple DNA test that can be obtained. And if that's the case, well, then you've got no problem. I'm saying, based upon the information that was before me, I don't believe you. Your demeanor, your actions, and the fact that you don't, that you make these allegations without the proof of it, which any rational person would think is required. Also, there are allegations, and I wasn't there, that you've done this on a prior occasion. And to the, you know, I wasn't here for any of this stuff. I wasn't in the state where any of this occurred. I haven't been following it. I don't represent anybody involved. I'm just saying these are verifiable things one way or the other. And the fact that we're taking this long to verify it seriously makes me doubt your claims. There's a very simple way for, and although that's just me and an opinion, why don't you prove it? Why don't you prove it in the court where it matters? At some point, if you want it proved that he's the father, then get a DNA test, have an attorney file a motion, get his DNA. Although it seems to me that he was complying with that. Another thing that makes me not believe you. The Mr. Eckert, it appears, was willing to do a DNA test, but you didn't follow through with it, as far as I can tell. If you want to come on my show, I will entertain your side of it. However, if you say a bunch of silly things, I will question them. So there you have it. There you have it. It goes on and on. There's more. It's more crazy. There are multiple messages. There are multiple messages and attachments. I'm not going to carry on with it. She threatens it. I give her a response. It's very brief. There you go. There you go. We went into the mailbag of crazy since we didn't get our trial. That's all I can tell you.
Now, you have accused Laura multiple times of lying that she is pregnant. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you've done that online. Is that correct?
Your Honor, is it possible for me to show Clayton that I am in fact pregnant because he hasn't seen me?
No.
Okay, that'd be a no.
I can do either the 26th to Thursday at 11, or I can do the 2nd at 11.
Holy wow. That's retro.
This received international attention.
International attention.
Well, there you have it. That's the current state of affairs, right? She is supposedly due on, according to her, she's due on February 14th. So in the next few months, we should know if there's some twins, and if there are twins, then we can do a DNA test on the twins and see if Clayton Eckert is in fact the father. Here at Law Talk, we like to have fun with silly stuff that happens in court, and every once in a while, and completely by accident, I assure you, you might learn something. Thanks for watching.